Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So thankful you can join me on this beautiful Wednesday. This is going to be one of the last videos that we do, at least for a little bit, that isn't vlog style. For those of you that haven't kept up with the channel the past 2 weeks, I've had a lot of stuff going on, from parents being in town for a couple weeks to completely bedridden. But I'm back at it. I want to do some video editing and really bringing out that quality content for you. And I hope you get a positive message out of this one, because this one's going to hit you hard. It's going to hit you real. It's going to make you a better person. But as long as you take the message out of what I'm about to say, you're going to come out better because of it. So I don't know who needs to hear this, but I really don't care that your business is not going the way that you want it to go. I don't care that it's not making money. I don't care that it's not as successful as you want it to be. I don't care that you can't think of ideas of how to take that next step. Personally, I want to help you get there, but if you don't know how to do it and you are struggling to figure out what's my next step, what's my next avenue, how do I do this, how do I do that, you're procrastinating, you're not taking the next logical step and ultimately stepping out of your comfort zone, newsflash for you, your business isn't going anywhere. And this is something that I've seen quite a bit because of everything that's happening in COVID. And I know a lot of you are going to look at me and be like, well, you're a jerk for saying that. Like, COVID has really impacted a lot of businesses. I'm not saying you're incorrect with that. COVID has impacted not only businesses, it's impacted lives, it's impacted relationships, it's impacted everything. But guess what? The difference between somebody who's successful and somebody who's not successful is the fact that somebody who's successful doesn't take excuses. They look at where they're at and they understand that they've made the decisions to get where they are. They take 100% responsibility for every single thing that has happened in their life, including COVID. Because guess what? People that are entrepreneurs, they don't make excuses, they only create results. And I'm sorry, if you hedged against COVID, if you've hedged against anything that happens in your life, from you losing that partnership with somebody or losing that relationship or creating the value that you're supposed to be creating in your business, guess what? Your business would still be thriving, regardless of if it's because of COVID or because of some BS excuse that you keep telling yourself. So I hate to tell you, go ahead and keep saying to yourself, well, my business isn't doing that. I'm not gaining clients because of this, or I'm not taking steps forward because of this. It's all BS. And if you keep holding yourself back and telling yourself that that's the reason why it's happening, then you're going to keep staying in the same position you've always been. And I'm going to lose a lot of people because I'm saying this, but I'm sick of people wanting to be spoon-fed things and not wanting realism. That's not what an entrepreneur does. An entrepreneur realizes that there's going to be some hardships. There's going to be some times when their mentors are going to figuratively hit them upside the head and hit them with a dose of reality and just let them know, dude, you're being a victim right now. Dude, you need to stop making excuses and you need to start making progress. And that's what being an entrepreneur is. That's what being somebody who's self-employed is. That's what somebody who's built a multi-million and multi-billion dollar business is. They're hit with a dose of reality. They realize where they can improve and they continue to improve. So I'm sorry, this is going to be a huge news flash for you, but I don't care where your business is at. I really don't. Do I want you to become successful? Do I want you to take the next step forward? Do I want you to overcome your fears and gain more clients and do everything that you told yourself that you wanted to do? Of course I do. But I'm not going to hold your hand. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And I'm not going to be somebody that taps you on the shoulder and be like, oh, it's going to be okay tomorrow. Because guess what? If you never change your way of thinking, if you never change your way of doing things, and if you ultimately blame others for where you're at right now, you're going to be a sad person for the rest of your life and your business is never going to hit where it needs to go. So regardless of where you stand in your business, regardless if you're using COVID as an excuse or your partner as an excuse or whatever you're using as your excuse, drop the excuse. It's something that isn't working for you and isn't going to work for you, and it's not COVID's fault, it's your fault, period. And the second that you realize that it's your fault is the second that you'll start taking 100% responsibility for where you're at, and you'll start doing things differently. And when you start to do things differently, your business is going to get where it needs to go, and it's going to become so easy because you're not lying to yourself. You're not sugarcoating it. You're looking at it as what it is, and you're starting to realize, oh, that's how I do it. Oh, all I need to do is make that phone call to gain that client, or, oh, all I need to do is make a call to this financial institution to see what sort of relief I can get to help get me through this. Because excuses don't create results. And as an entrepreneur, you need to know that. You need to know that your excuses are holding you back. And the second you know that is the second that your life is going to become great. So again, you might hate me for this. You might thank me for this. But again, all of this is up to you. I don't feel bad if your business isn't where it needs to go. I've talked to plenty of entrepreneurs during this time where 50% of them are like, well, no, my business is taking a hit. But then you ask them if they've changed anything and they say no. And then I've talked to other entrepreneurs who say, what are you talking about? My business is thriving right now. COVID's the best thing that's happened, or this is the best thing that's happened. So sorry, you get to decide what happens next. I hope that this video helped you. Again, you're going to start getting hit with a dose of reality. And if this video did help you, that's my goal for this whole thing. But if it didn't help you, I don't care at the same time, because I'm not here to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to hold your hand. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching this video. Peace.